Hey guys, we're back with another Duskmourn draft. This set has kind of been going well for me in the beginning, but as of late, kind of kicking my ass. I think my win rate's dropped like 2-3% recently. I'm around like maybe 52% win rate, which is pretty low. This pack though looks pretty good. There's an entity tracker. Every time you do an enchantment, unlock a room, you draw a card. Splitskin Dole allows you to discard a card and then draw a new card, but if you have a 2-power creature on the board, you just get to keep the card. Flood Pit's Drown is a flash removal trick that's attached to a 2/1 body. The Stick Twist is a pretty compelling card, pretty strong. In black, Trapped in the Screen is a great card. Meatlock is decent. Underwater Tunnel is also decent. Yeah, I think first pick is an easy entity tracker, and I'm probably Splitskin, Dole, Stick Twist, and Trapped in the Screen quite equally. But, you know, I think entity tracker is by far and away the best card there. It's one of the best cards in the set. Synergizes a lot with enchantments, so picking up Trapped in the Screen or either of these rooms is really good. Between these three, obviously Trapped in the Screen's the better card, just solid free-cost removal. Marvin's weak. Marvin can mimic any activated ability on any other creature on the board. The problem with Marvin is there's almost no use cases for this. There's just no creatures that benefit from that. Betrayer's Bargain, high quality removal. If we were in red, very good. I think since we have an entity tracker, we want more in enchantment stuff. The argument for the rooms would be we're in blue, continue in blue, stay flexible. The downside is I think it's a huge drop off in value. And I think the other argument would be is you'll find a bunch of these rooms further on down your draft. Trapped in the Screen might be quite hard to pick up later. Strongest card in this pack is probably the Thresher. I think I'm already committed blue-white just with the entity tracker. Or you could say I'm committed blue. Well, I want to be committed blue, potentially. Patch Plaything can be good. It can also be kind of disappointing because it comes in with 2 -1/-1 tokens. So if you manifest Dread or like you get it out from the graveyard or some other way without playing the card, you don't get the minus tokens, and then it's a 4/3 double strike, and then it's huge. It's really good. Apparition's kind of mid-tier. Meatlock is pickable up elsewhere. Get Out can be very strong. You can use it to return creatures or enchantments to your hand. You could potentially use it to save a creature if it's going to get killed. You can also use it as a counter spell. It's double blue, so it's a bit disappointing, but it's a pretty strong card. I think staying as open as possible would probably be the Thresher. Okay. I like the Fire Crypt a lot. Maybe it's more fun than it is powerful, but I think it's a solid card nonetheless. Ooh, I really like Unnerving Grasp. I think it's really good positive tempo. Return a target creature to the owner's hand, but you also manifest Dread. The downside is there's a Tunnel Surveyor here, which would trigger... It's basically what you're trying to do, is it's going to do an enchantment. It gives you a 2/2 and a 1/1. I guess what's the more powerful effect? Getting a 1/1 enchantment or getting to push the opponent's card back into their hand. Ooh. I think there's an argument for Surveyor here, legitimately. Hardened Escort's also a decent card. Curse Recording kind of meh. You need a really specific kind of deck to make it work. Glassworks, Rat, the Burrower, all solid cards. All of these kind of suck in my colors. Twist Reality, Vanish, they're all mid-tier cards. In the other colors, also not that great. The Skin Rip is great, I think, but we're too far away. Could it be a domination? Probably not. We've got 3 free drops, so it pushes me away from Twist Reality and the Cult Healer slightly. And then there's also Vanish from Sight. Vanish from Sight can be good tempo. Cult Healer's nice. I think you will find all these cards later in your draft if you're like... And they're all kind of cuttable in my opinion. Maybe just the body in Cult Healer. We've only got one creature so far. The Domination, maybe. There's an argument to be made. Another pack that's kind of just awful. There's the Don't Make a Sound. There's the I'm almost wanting to rare draft here just for the gems. This pack's so low quality. Don't Make a Sound sort of playable. Might get cut, especially with a get out in our deck. The screen, it gives you white mana ramp, so white mana ramp, and a bit of inevitability of like it becomes a 7/7 eventually at 7 mana. I won't fault someone for picking up the gems here. Ooh, more trash. I think one Clammy Prowler. Actually, we don't have any 2-drops. Clammy Prowlers you'll probably see a bunch of. I feel like blue, white is maybe getting cut. Then again, there's just not been many great cards in any color passing through. I'm gonna take the Fly just for 2-drops. Ooh, it's more trash. Hate Living Phone. I don't think it's good value. The Machete's kind of niche. Not even niche. It's just I think a 4/3 body is just very easy to attack. It's hard to defend. It doesn't push a lot of damage. I'll take the Daggermaw. Okay, both of the rooms wheeled. There was a Trapped in a Screen in this pack, so that's nice. Question is, what do I prefer? A Meat Locker, Wizard Drowned Diner, or an Underwater Tunnel? In terms of entity tracker synergy, this one's nicer because it's cheaper. I think Meat Locker is a more powerful effect. I'm kind of even on those two. There might be a world where we splash Fear of Infinity. It's possible. Not unheard of. The apparition's fine. If we look at our curve, the big problem we have is just everything's a free drop right now. Low on creatures. Low on... Oh, I was going to say upside for the deck. We want enchantments and we want things that interact with enchantments. Konan's decent in green-white. Not amazing. Can sometimes... The survival trigger can sometimes fail on this. It pulls a creature from your hand into the battlefield without paying its cost, so that can be pretty strong. It can also be mediocre. Fairly easy to remove at 3 health. There's a lot of stuff that does 3 damage. Threats around every corner, fantastic. It's an argument to say we're not in white. And then threats around every corner. Oh, the trap screen's so good though. I think there's a world in which you say, actually I'm drafting blue-green manifest. Ooh. I think that would have been a cool healer. All we'd be losing is 1 Trapped in the Screen and we'd get a threats around every corner. Yeah, and then we'd get Break Down the Door, we potentially Rootwise Survivor. Yeah, I think there was a very strong argument that we should have just gone blue-green, like manifest enchantments. That we're dropping 2 Trapped in the Screens, which I think in some regards, I think here the dual land looks nice. I know it's pick 2. There's an argument for the Seas from Slumber. How many removal pieces do we have? Like 2 real removal pieces and a couple of bouncers or lockdowns. Some counter spells. Seas from Slumber is definitely an option. Lots of quality green cards here. I think definitely the threats was an option. Threats around the corner. Ooh. I think Unwilling Vessel is decent. I'm not enjoying our curve. Our curve's atrocious right now. It's all free drops. Even the Meatlock is a free drop. We have no 2-drops. Oof. Split up the room. Split up is also a free drop. Good board wipe. If your opponent's not expecting it, you can really deal a lot of damage to them. Terramorphic Expanse is okay. We are flashing. These 2 blue cards aren't great. Arabella's great. We're too far away though. Friendly Ghost is fine. I think I'll take the Underwater Tunnel just because of the synergy with the Entity Tracker and it's low cost. Yeah, I need to avoid free drops massively. I'm probably going to have to cut some of these. Friendly Ghost is a 4-drop though, so it is good. Not an enchantment though, so lacks synergy with what we're trying to do. Ooh, painful because I kind of like a lot of the cards in this pack. Ethereal Armor is great. We have 5 enchantments so far, but I think we'll have a lot more by the end of the draft. Tunnel Surveyor is also great. It's getting his enchantments down. But again, it's a free drop. Grand Entryway. Elegant Rotunda. Is also a great 2-drop. Creeping Peeper, great 2-drop. I think I'm going to go for the armor because I think it's the most valuable card. But other than that, it would have definitely just been a 2-drop. Trying to fix my curve. Okay, 2-drop here. I like this card. Enchantment, so it synergizes, has vigilance, and it surveils when it attacks. So lots of upside. Just a 2/2. Nothing special, but decent enough. Fear failed test is pretty mediocre. Okay. Pick 7 unable to scream's pretty good. Removal, enchantment. You know, what more could we ask for? We never picked up that first Clammy Prowler. I think this one makes sense. Kind of fits our curve nicely. Friendly Ghost is probably the better card. The downside being that it doesn't have enchantment synergy, which we really value because of the Entity Tracker. Another Fly though, not ideal. It's not a great 2-drop. There's a Vanish from Sight. There's I might actually prefer the Teddy Bear. Don't care about Delirium. Do care about getting enough 2-drops. Maybe it is Vanish from Sight. The Rootwise came back. I think green was more open than anticipated. Potentially could have been in green. I'll take the I've got a lot of counter magic and the Hardened. I'm probably gonna cut a lot of free drops. Bit of a failed test. I probably won't play. Okay. Ooh, this pack's rough. Fear of Infinity as a splash. Potentially. Survival, return anything mana 3 or less back. This destroys anything was 3 or greater. Power. Would kill my Entity Tracker, would kill my Shark, would kill my Cult Healer if I play it. I'm not really feeling it. These from Slumber maybe, just as another removal piece. Savior of the Smalls, an option. Cheerleader's also an option. Okay, oof, this is brutal. Really high value removal in Exorcise, or a 2-drop enchantment that we're kind of looking for. I think it has to be Exorcise, though I do like this card. I think last pack I wanted Cheerleader more than this. I'm not sure about the Slumber. I think it might have been a bad pickup. Yeah, it'd be between these two. The Grand Entryway might wheel. Do I want another meat locker? Potentially. Piranha Fly number 3, probably not. Great red card there. Decent green. Yeah, I think it's another meat locker, but painful on my curve. I think it's Tunnel Surveyor. I actually don't have much upside for enchantments. This deck's not really come together in terms of synergies. Curse Windbreaker's mediocre. Clammy Prowler. Maybe it's a Clammy Prowler just because I'm so saturated on my free slots. Just get a slightly better curve. I see the argument, potentially. Again, another free drop I probably don't want to play. Maybe it's another Seized, which I'd probably cut either of these, as being truthful. Another great green card. I definitely think that was our lane, green-blue. I think I would be much happier with these decisions. Yes, I would have lost some trapped in the screens, and maybe an Exorcise and an Ethereal Armor. I guess we have two things to synergize with enchantments. The Entity Tracker, the Ethereal Armor. The Erratic Apparition, slightly. I think I prefer Grand Entryway over Creeping Peeper. Though it's close, because I've got a lot of enchantments, and this can get enchantments out on the cheap. I think it is Grand Entryway. It's a 2-drop. I think a Peeper as well is not too bad. Another Exorcise came by. Maybe white is open, because a pick 8 Exorcise is huge, but maybe there just wasn't a lot of white in these decks to begin with, in these packs. Stalked Researcher, a 3/3 defender that can become an attacker, is great. All of this is trash that I won't play, or it's just outside our colours. Another Piranha Fly is way too much. Just picking up the leftovers. Probably dropping Fear from Infinity. We only have 1 tap land. Not enough to splash, realistically. We're not in green, so splashing's hard. We'll drop that. We need to make 9 cuts. We've got a lot of cards, just the quality is super low. I don't think I want 2 Don't Make a Sounds. We don't need that much counter magic. Let's see. Let me just move stuff so it's roughly on the place I'll play it. These from Slumber can be a 2-drop. I'll pull to the side the stuff I'm low on. I guess Unwilling Vessel's another payoff card. I think Erratic Apparition, I'm a little low on. Court Healer, Hardened Escort. Got a lot of low quality 2s. I'll put the 3s here, the 2s there. I think I dropped 1 Seized, maybe 1 Teddy. What are my 2-drops? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 units I can drop at 2, 6 creatures. I think that's pretty much enough. So the Teddy can drop. We have a Get Out. Actually, the more I look at this deck, the more I don't hate it. The Don't Make a Sound's probably a cut. Are we cutting a land? We're averaging 3.3 mana. That's the sort of territory where you do want 17 lands. I like these 1-drops. I like the rooms. How many creatures do we have? 13. A little low. Kind of like the Hardened Escort. Court Healer, Erratic. Kind of like all these 3-drop. They're all like filler, but they're all like okay-ish filler. I think Twist Reality goes. Is it ever Clammy Prowler? I think I like one shark just for some high end to end the game, potentially. Prowler is an enchantment, has upside. It's a bit of a tempo-y deck, I guess, the way this is set out. Hardened Escort synergizes with Prowler because they can make each other invulnerable when they attack. Apparition's a decent flyer. Oof. Is it Underwater Tunnel? I guess I could look at... Maybe it's a flyer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's tough. Maybe a meat locker? A Piranha Fly? I think it might be a Piranha Fly. And then the Court Healer. How many enchantments? 11, 10 creatures. This is technically a creature on 4. This is technically a creature on 2. If we're lucky, this becomes a creature again. This is a creature as well, so maybe closer to 14. Good removal, unable to scream, 2 exercises, 2 trapped in the screens. I guess I only have 2 4-drops in it. In fact, I think I can drop a land. 2 4-drops and 1 6-drop. Yeah, I can definitely drop a land. It'll be a plains. And then if we're dropping a land, bring something back. Piranha Fly is really mediocre, but it's a 2-drop, so we hit our 2-drops more reliably. Court Healer has a lot of synergies. It trades well with a lot. There's not a lot of free 2s at 2. We have no flyers. We can have like 1. We have 2 flyers, kind of. So an extra flyer to block flyers, I could see. Piranha Fly's not a great blocker. Court Healers give us some lifesteal, drag out the game a bit. I don't think we want to drag out the... I think it's the Erratic Apparition. We go with this. I don't know how to rate these decks anymore. I've had such a bad run of luck lately. Or I'm just drafting badly lately. I like some of these cards. I think Entity Track it's also one of these decks where we don't have a lot of bombs, so I feel like to win we need our Entity Tracker and then we need it to stay alive. To have like a reliable win. Okay, we go first. We have 2 2-drops. Mana's a little low. If we didn't have 2 playables, this would be sketchy. I mean, it is sketchy as it is. But we only have 2 4-drops to get to anyway. If we get 1 land, we're already able to play like, what, 90% of our deck, 80% of our deck. Okay. You can play this. You can block the piggy bank if he wants to attack into us. And then pass the turn. Ooh. Okay. Now I have the Clammy Prowler to block. I'm okay attacking with the fly in the air. Could use a Seize by Slumber. Might want to save my removal though for something more impactful. This could be brutal. He probably has a turn inside out? No, he doesn't. Okay. Maybe he just needs the mana then to ramp something out. Okay, Winter's Intervention. A Gremlin. Neither of those scream to me like I should be super worried. Crazy that it didn't keep open a blue mana, the auto tapper. Why did it want a white mana open? Weird. Okay. He has no... I can make this trade because he has no mana to flip it up. I'm going to have to do some removal on the Razorkin. What's my best removal for this? Maybe Exorcise. Actually, I will have to eventually get rid of Tunnel of Hate, won't I? I'm going to want to exercise that. Maybe I just want to... unable to scream this. I can Seize by Slumber it, actually. Which means I can probably just exercise the Tunnel of Hate, the sorcery. Do it on my turn, maybe? Actually, I'd rather him spend the mana on it and then I do it. He has kind of like a dead turn. I'm low on health. He's definitely racing me down. I have a lot of removal in hand. I can't keep up my get out, which is unfortunate. Okay, he double strikes the 1/1, which doesn't matter. Because then we can just exercise this. And our turn. We're very low on health though. Exercise. Get rid of that. He had a dead turn. I kind of had a dead turn. I've got the get out up, but there's nothing to really pull back. So I'm just going to keep it as counter magic. Yeah, I might have to unable to scream that even though I don't want to because I can't block it. I don't have any creatures. Oof. Creature. We can block it. Not a great block for us. He knows we have counter magic, I think. We didn't play anything, or he has nothing to play. Okay. Just trying to hold on to my removal as long as I can. Get some value from it, other than just on this low value stuff. Kind of non-threatening stuff. But we're in a position where... yeah, he's kind of racing me down pretty quickly. I could Slimy Aquarium. I could Surveil then Slimy Aquarium. I can't really. I probably want to unable to scream the Gremlin. It's getting a bit risky. That's nice. Okay. If he has any vengeful possessions left, I've just lost. Oof. Okay. Can I Trapped in the Screen the artifact? I probably can. I can't take more damage, can I? Brutal. I'm so low. I probably have to Trapped in the Screen the artifact, which is also... Clammy Prowlers, these are 2 creatures. I can't risk having no creatures on the draw. Both of these creatures can kind of defend and potentially poke through. They're not the highest quality, but there's something. The chainsaw just threatens to kill me. I have to get rid of it. Now there's a question is, do I stay blocking, don't I? Oof. There's so many cards that just kill me that have haste in red. Even that card just kills me unless I have an answer. Chainsaw would have killed me. And now I also know Clammy Prowler doesn't save me. So he can just sack things for 2 mana. I know he's only got 1 sack target. No attacks. He has menace, so I need to stay back blocking. Disturbing Mirth is brutal. I think I'm dead just in knowing what's on the board as is kind of thing. Okay, I'm very dead. Good game. Did I make any mistakes there that were worth pointing out? I think this deck just needs either the Unwilling Vessel or the Entity Tracker or the Ethereal Armor to go off really heavily. And without one of those, the quality is just too low to do anything. I think the draft was poor. Like I probably should have pivoted towards green. I think in the end, I didn't see a lot of white. I should have 2 Trapped in the Screens. Very nice, but I think I ended up seeing so much quality green. This deck's a lot of filler. Yeah, I could see it. Okay, starting hand. Okay, so he's probably black-white. He's probably playing Graveyard Interaction. Just my best blocker. The other option is Creeping Peeper to get some enchantments out. Meh. Okay. I don't mind an apparition here. He probably has the flash creature because he didn't equip his torch. Yeah, he does have the flash creature. Could give these both 1/1. So this can block the 3/2 with the Elegant Rotunda. So he just murders it, so no bueno. Glimmerlight, that's now a 4/3, I can't block it. Fine. No blocks. Let's put my Peeper down. Put down this 1/1. Swing for 2 in the air. Swing for 3, sorry. This might be, if it's a race scenario, we can race with armor, but he probably has removal. There's an argument for the double block here. These 2 don't have much value for me. So I lose the upside of the Rotunda. And I lose downside on the armor. think I'm just going to do it. He's going to use removal. But using removal on like a 1-1 or 2-1's like whatever, right? Yeah, he doesn't. Getting value from the flashlight though. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Cheerleader's not the worst with the Erratic Apparition out. He's kind of drawn all those cards as well. My hand is mostly just land though. I could put the armor down now. Maybe that last block wasn't great. Because I would have been able to do this and that and get more upside. I don't know. It does mean I can block the cheerleader and stuff. If he has removal for this, it's probably GG anyway. It's GG anyway. I have no creatures. I wouldn't have been able to do anything. He has the ability to bring things back from the yard with the Faithful. Okay. We can 6 mana, draw cards and then discard a card, or we can meat locker this now. Close to killing me. I think I need cards. Ah yes. Nothing. Just land. I've drawn what? 6, 7, 8, 9 land out of 16. I've drawn 16 cards and 9 of them are land. Does hurt. Enchantment, human, yes. Powerful. Okay. We have a play at least. I can push this back to his hand. I can exercise this so it can't come back. Oh, yeah, I can. Or I can meat locker it for now. Okay, I'm gonna exercise it. There's a actually could exercise that, but it has ward, and also a 1/3 doesn't trade with that. But you can't ever res that, which there's some upside for that. Turning the Piranha Fly upside, or turning it around is bad because it's a 2/1, so it doesn't block particularly well. Cheerleader comes back out, that's fine. Well, this deck's not getting anywhere, is it? Can't attack this turn, which is nice. Cool. Okay. I can start doing stuff, maybe. Not putting any pressure on him, kind of a nightmare. But the swing back's too scary. He has enough to kill me in one swing if I swung with everything. Yeah, like that's the scary thing right there. He just taps me down. I guess he swings with everything. Which means I have to kill the cheerleader, because then I'm vulnerable to dying otherwise. Probably just dead on board though. Yeah. More land. How much land have I drawn? What's this? 9, 10? 10 out of 16? Oh. 10 out of 16 lands. So I drew 5 normal cards and 10. I'm just dead on board because if I do this, this is tapped, but then he swings for free because my guy's tapped. Cool. Good game. Bit of a flood, and I think this deck's pretty low quality. So just getting brutalized here. Oof. Let me have a quick look at the deck. Maybe I need to mulligan more aggressively for these like relevant free drops like this and the Vessel. Yeah. It's not coming together so far. Just I think it is a quality issue of the deck. Not enough win conditions. Not enough synergies, not enough value. Um, 4 mana, starts on 3, we go second. I'm keeping it, but it's a bad hand. Just so slow. Slightly better. At least he's slow. Yeah. Okay. My 1/1. What have you done? That might have to get exercised later. Get this big boy down. Slightly bigger than this. Holy. Okay. That might need to get exercised at some point. Worth mentioning on Unnerving Grasp, I can put my own permanents, right? Back in. Pretty good argument to do that potentially at some point. He's got a lot of card value, but he doesn't have a board state. I might be able to just temper him out. Good removal. More removal. That's kind of brutal. Okay. I need to do something. Keep my tempo alive. The dream. I could have saved this for the whatchamacallit. The dream is dead. Oof. At least I have an answer to this. The dream is... Yeah, I can just kill this. I can exile it even, which is better. And then I can kill it in a bunch of other ways. I might just kill it so I can exercise this. Okay. Don't have to worry about that. I can exercise it, I can get out of it. Let me guess, he has more removal. He's had what, 3 removal pieces? That's nice. We can start swinging. We have counter magic up. We have removal. We're in a pretty good state. He's at 8. And let that resolve. He has to get to 11 lands before that does anything. Okay. I should swing first. It will be a blocker, which slows my game plan down. Okay. If I play this, is there a scary play in which he drops 2 lands in a weird way and then he gets an 11/11? There is, so I think this is a more reliable, more consistent play. I have removal. I have answers. Okay. Oh, he's doing 1 damage to me a turn. Pretty low impact. Just gonna get a little bit more damage out of these 2. Nice, we've won. Oof. I mean, beta deck was an Overlord, and there's a Moan, like a high. I guess he was playing 5 color, just value, right? So he was just picking up all the bombs he could, and then he was playing 5 color, and that's what slowed him down a lot. He had to play like Keys to the House in order to get all of his color out, but then that caused him a bunch of issues because I was just able to play onto the board, and then use my removal to like take whatever few things he did play. But yeah, he was slow. I was also slow, but he was slower. He was playing value. And he had great value cards, just by the time he got them out, he had nothing to do with them. Yeah, I feel like this deck. Give me the Entity Tracker in my opening hand. Give me the Unwilling Vessel. Give me a couple of enchantments I can play. I think it can beat most people. And if they don't have quick removal for either of those, it's a good deck. But that's the problem, is if you only have 1 win condition. 4 blue cards, 3 white lands, unkeepable. I go first, so I draw less cards, unkeepable. Starts at 3 as well, which is also bad. I just put the Daggermaw at the bottom. Probably, which is also sad. This also starts at what, 4? 3? Oof. Brutal. There was an argument to keep the first hand, just beg to draw a blue land and just be like, ah, at least we have the Entity Tracker. I'm probably just going to seize from Slumber that. It becomes a problem eventually. Actually, maybe I don't. Maybe I just put a Clammy Prowler down and block it. Without Delirium, it's actually not a problem. Okay. Try and save my removal for like big threats. Might have a turn inside out, which makes it an okay trade for him, but so be it. Okay. He is tricolor. He's getting close to Delirium as well. I'll swing once. Could have tried keeping this up and then seizing it, but it's kind of slow, doesn't develop my board. Okay. If I exercise that, I can keep Get Out up. Exercise is a bit more conditional than like Trapped in the Screen. And I can also Slumber the hand that feeds if I want to. If I'm worried about, it's just such a, I can't actually have no white mana, that's fine. Hopefully you play something big like this and then I Get Out. Nice. He can swing on me, I have more damage on board, so it actually benefits me for now. I think I just develop my board, force him to do removal. Yeah, he gets to 2-for-1 me, but he's in a tricky spot. Even if he kills that, I can swing for 4. And he has to kill this, right? He needs an answer. Okay. Isn't he just dead on board? If I swing with these two. Oh, awkward. Okay. I can do 4. Can't kill. But I can kill one of those. I can Surveil, or I could just Manifest Dread. Was it just a Clammy Prowler again? Do I think he can kill me? Probably not. I think I want to do this actually. Cool. Put the land in the yard, I guess. Blocks. Great for me. I have removal next turn. He has to defend, right? He can't swing on me. That'd be crazy. Glassworks my Manifest. Nice. I could block the hand that feeds. If he swings. It's risky. I only have 4 damage next turn. Playing the Clammy Prowler probably made more sense. Okay, he's manifesting. Oh, he's trying to hit Delirium. That makes a lot of sense as well. Okay, can't block that, no blocks. This is an artifact creature. If I put that in his yard, he does get Delirium. Best play is just this. I theoretically could do Trapped in the Screen on that, and then that gives me. No, I'm gonna do it like this. Okay, attack in the air. He's dead on board. if he's dead on board if any of my Prowlers survive with the Apparition, or if the... Yeah, okay, he's trying to get Delirium. It's fine. If 2 Prowlers survive, he's dead. Or if the Apparition and the Prowler survives, he's also dead. Okay, he doesn't get Delirium. He's in a really bad spot. Yeah. That's kind of the huge upside to the Prowlers. Great blockers, and they can also push through damage in like a race scenario, or like a staleboard scenario. Cool. Okay. This deck went from disappointment to mild disappointment. And that was a rough mulligan as well. That was like the 3 white lands, 4 blue cards, right? Into a slow hand. Yeah, I think if this deck had like a Gremlin Tamer, something like that, it would probably round it out quite nicely to being quite consistent. Or like, what else would have been nice in this deck? A Glimmerlight probably would have been a great pickup. I might have even skipped a Glimmerlight, to be fair. Going green probably would have been a good option too. But then again, some of the white cards are decent in this deck. Some baked beans is our opponent, and it's happened again. It's playable. Oof. I think I'd rather just... I have no choice but to keep this. Keep the blue card, so one of these has to go. Maybe the Grand Entryway is just being like low impact. Oof, bad mulligan into bad mulligan. Or bad hand into bad mulligan. At least we can meat lock or something, for what it's worth. I guess that's worth nothing to us. Do have a tap land, do have 16 lands. But to go from all white to all blues, really rough. Cheeky Dread. Can't even get out because it's not creature or an enchantment card specifically. Is it worth meat lockering? Not really. But now it's just a 2/2 that I know nothing about. Thank God. He's doing the room part. There's a world in which I'm like, let him do the room part, then kill the demon, and he just gets loads of cards, doesn't he? Okay. There's a way you can play that where like you just let them die from all the damage they take. Okay, Prowler. I have 2 4-drops in this deck and 1 6-drop, and I swear like 2 games in a row I'm just like Prowlers first almost, or like my board's just my 4-drops. I see no 3-drops. Oof. Scary card. Okay. That's a shame. No blocks. I have to Trapped in the Screen that, but I can't. I have to meat locker it. Yeah, I just have to meat locker that. It's too much. He's played 2 back-to-back bombs also, which is sad. If I kill this, if I get a Cease from Slumber, I can just kill it. Because when it dies tapped, when it dies with counters on it, it permanently dies. If it dies without counters on it, it never dies. It just comes back. Ah, yes. Could play a Prowler. Could try and fix my hand. I think I'm just gonna fix it. Okay, what do I discard? What's the weakest card here? I want my removals. Could it be the Grasp? Could be the Grasp. I want creatures. Grasp is nice though. Unable to Scream's nice. Seize from Slumber's nice. Maybe it's Seize from Slumber because it's going... Is it ever the Clammy Prowler is just too expensive? Maybe. Unnerving Grasp. Yeah. Because I have 5 mana, so this would be a 3 and a 3. This would be a 4, so it would be a 4 and a 2. Unfortunately, I think it is the Prowler. Oof, that's hard. I need all these cards. Well, I don't need them all, I just would like them all, I guess. Now I have options. I can unable to scream him. I can trapped in the screen him. I can block the rat. Block the rat, that's nice. Just take 2 damage, that's not too bad. Communion with evil. It's slow, it's good for me. How much does this cost? 3 mana. I think I would rather do this. Okay. Unable to scream works in this, right? I'm I'm now doubting myself. Okay, cool. Pass turn. Ooh. Annoying. That's fine though. He's gonna use the fungus to destroy that, so that comes back. I have answers though. Just annoying. Okie dokie. I can use the Prowler to block it, it's not the end of the world. That's the blockers, block that there, block this there. Ugh. He gets to manifest, to be expected. Oh, he has 2 Unholy Annexes. I see. Okay. At least I can Unnerving Grasp his, whatchamacallit. I'm going to Trapped in the Screen the Slasher. And then I'm probably just going to Unnerving Grasp the demon that comes out. This sorcery speed it is. Nothing else I can really do. I've only got 1 white mana. Probably just block this. There's a chance that something scary kills my escort, but so be it. Okay. Okay. He is now going to take 2 every turn, but he's going to draw a card every turn, which is spooky. Okay. I think I just want to block. There's an argument to say I should be swinging, like armor and swing. He's got so many cards, and he will have so many cards. Yeah, it's brutal. Okay. Good thing I didn't armor this then. Resolve. Yes. Okay. Past the blockers. Probably a preferential block, right, for him? No? Okay. Seems good to me. Okay. Spooky. That never taps, which is annoying. He draws a card, takes 2 damage. Could exercise it. It's this really awkward idea of like, is the card, I guess the card advantage for him's massive. Actually, he might be in a world where he decks himself also. He's drawing 2 cards a turn, he only has 6 turns to live. Okay. I could just do a raw seize by Slumber. Like if he doesn't have... there's a world maybe where he doesn't have a... Oh, he's got his eye on the trap in the screen. Okay, he's got a parting so he can put his cards back. So he's not going to ever deck himself. Oof. Killing the slash has become nearly impossible. I can exercise that, but that's also brutal. And he put in like high quality cards. He put in another Unholy Annex and stuff. Oof. And his deck's quite short. That's tough to deal with. That's tough to deal with. That's tough to deal with. Oh. The only way to kill the slasher would be to... I think I have to start playing like stupidly and just hope, just pray. Which is a raw... I can't exercise this. I could exercise that. I just have to hope he has no removal. I think that's the only play I have. And just try and rush him down with the armor. But if he has any removal, I'm dead. He takes 2 at the end of his turn. If I could get 3 enchantments down, I'd kill him. But then he would have to not block. Yeah, he has removal. He has Final Vengeance. But he was always going to kill my shark. Without my shark, I was always dead, right? You can re-equip this, he has the mana for it. He pulls that back so he's no longer taking 2 damage a turn. But he's got the 6/6 demon back. Yeah, that's a good game. I mean, I had to take a risk there. It did not pay off. I mean, it was never going to pay off. It was an unwinnable situation, I think. Deck went 2-3. Pretty mediocre, not that impressive. I think I could have drafted it better. I think played it out pretty decently. Maybe some mulligans were debatable. They were kind of 50-50 mulligans where like you could have maybe kept them. Yeah, I think going hard blue-white early on, I should have recognized I didn't have a lot of white, I had a lot of blue. I could have gone like blue-green, especially when I saw a high-quality green card come up. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. There'll be more drafts of Magic in the future. If you want to see more, just subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you next time.